Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDemUtd podcast, the podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United related. Please big up to everybody who's supporting Sarcasm City TV in whatever capacity. It's much appreciated and it does not go unnoticed. But like I stated, please make sure you keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United related. The Q&A yesterday, last night, that was wild, obviously because of the Mason Mount news. And as you can see here, we're going to continue to talk about it because more has come out today. So Mason Mount, 70 million is what Manchester United would have to pay Chelsea. According to reports, Fabrizio Romano tweeted about this, stating that that would be the price point. Personal terms have been agreed, but the deal is not imminent because of the value. So like I say, get your questions in. I'm sure the vast majority are going to be about Mason Mount. Let's bump up the likes as well. You know what I'm saying? Let's bump up the likes. Please share this across all of the socials, all the social media apps you are active on. I need everybody in here to share this across all their socials. Make sure you're following at Sarcasm City TV across all socials. And on top of those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. It's rolled to 7K. We are at 6,587. Looking for 3 more subscribers to get us to 6,590. Only looking for 3 more subscribers, people. Let me see what you lot are saying in the chat as well. Big up to United for life. He says, I don't like Mount, but I'll ask again. If you already know that Rice is going to Arsenal, Kane is staying at Spurs, and Maddison going to Newcastle, then which English player would you buy? Not Mason Mount. Go and buy another English player. Not Mason Mount. It's a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea all the way around. Shocking. It's an abysmal idea. Who do you think is good enough, knowing that United will sell many homegrown players like Maguire, McTominay, Williams, Axel, Greenwood, Henderson, Jones? You need an English player for the quota. Yeah, so go and get a quality English player then. Just because you need to sign an English player doesn't mean you go sign a bad one, and you don't go sign one for 50, 60, 70, 80 million. It's a terrible idea just to get someone to fill the quota. Go and sign an English player of quality. Go get a youngster. Easy. Could easily go get a youngster. 110%. We ain't signing Mount, says HKN. I hope you're right, my guy. I hope you're right. Big up to Warrior J. Big up to Stephanie. Imran, I'm not sure if Garnacho's classed as homegrown. I am unsure. I'm not sure. Stephanie says, so the same fee as Casemiro last season. No way Mount is worth that 70 million price tag. He's not worth 40 million. Kaneki, big up Kaneki, says 70 million for the Mason Mount at 20 million more, and you'll get Frankie de Jong, potentially. But it's just a terrible idea all the way around. Quota or not, go sign a quality English player. Could easily go sign a quality English player. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Could be like last year when we were reported to be getting Rabiot, then that fell through and we got Casemiro. Hopefully a smokescreen for a real transfer midfield targets. Hope you're right, Stephanie G. Jack says Bruno and Mount in the midfield, shaking my head. There's plenty of English players you can go get. You can go get quality, or even if you don't want to go get quality, go get a youngster if it's to fill the quota. Don't have to go and sign Mason Mount. This is a bad idea all year round. Big up to Jack. Big up Jersey, says he doesn't count as homegrown, needs 2 more years in England to become homegrown here. Oh, that's about Garnacho. That's first. But yeah, we'll get to it. Like I stated, the deal is not imminent, so that's good. That's the positive in regards to what Fabrizio Romano tweeted. What's not positive is the fact that we have agreed personal terms. And like I said, this is just a bad deal all around. And the more I talk to Chelsea fans about it, the more I get more information about him from a stats perspective. The more I remember watching him, and the more I look at our team, it's just bad all around. Man has 9 open play assists in 4 seasons. 9 people. Hear what I just said there. He has 9 open play assists. So that's not including free kicks. That's not including corners. 9 open play assists. To Red Rum, who says Mount's not that bad, chill. Yeah, he is that bad. He is that bad. Like I said, I ask anyone who asked the question, for anyone who thinks Mount is quality, give me things that he excels at on the football. What is he 8 out of 10 or better at on the football? If someone can tell me that, let me know. Because 9 open play assists lets you know that his passing and everything else is not good. 9. Mike says, I can tell you Man, never watched Ten Hag's Ajax of last 2 years. Mount is perfect for what he wants to do. Here's what I'll say. I never claim to have watched Ten Hag's Ajax of the last 2 years. I've never ever claimed that. I was unknown about I stated verbatim, I was unsure about Ten Hag in regards to, I didn't know anything about him. So I'm judging him off this season solely. But if he's perfect for what he wants to do, well, it's not going to work. That's what I'm going to say. Go get a better profile. Don't get it mistaken, people. I have no issue with the profile. I have zero issue with the profile in terms of getting someone who's a runner, who can press, you know what I'm saying, who covers ground, all of those things. I'm just saying go get better than Mason Mount. Mason Mount is not good enough. It's the point I'm making. Forget all that. Big up to Dan as well, who just rejoined the membership. If you want to join the membership, people, link is in the pinned comment. Big up to my guy Dan Levitt, because I know he was a member of the channel. So if you want to join membership, link is in the pinned comment. Many great perks, including how to get on the channel, plus more. Obviously, watch alongs are members only. Make sure you check out all the perks. 3 different levels, people. So link for the membership. And of course, if you super chat, I'll get straight to your comment, your question as well. Let's see. Q says, big up Flawless. Let's leave all Masons alone, far away from our team long. Yeah, I'm not with the Mason Mount thing. I'm not. There's reports now saying that we haven't agreed personal terms with Mount. Example, Fabrizio Romano. I swear we tweeted that we had, but it was the value. It was the deal's not imminent because of the value. I swear that's what I heard anyway. I swear I seen that. Somebody drop the Fabrizio Romano tweets in the comment section, please. Dan says, why buy Mount for 70 million when you could go out there and get both Maddison and Benzema overall for that price? Probably Benzema would have been a free. Lucius says, why are we funding Chelsea to get Casado? Because we're just making foolish moves. That's why. This is a foolish move. Why are we getting Chelsea's cast-offs? Don't understand it. If he stays at Chelsea this season, he doesn't start for them. So why are we going to get him to start for us? Don't get it. Joshua says, Mason Mount off the ball is favored so much, but no one. But what is his ability on the ball? Reporters like Matt Law and Alex Goldberg always obsessed with Mount and think we should build with. Yeah, he's not good. All his best attributes are off the ball. On the ball, he excels at nothing. Yeah. This makes it worse as well. 70 million for a player that has 1 year left on his contract. Chelsea taking the piss. Agreed. See, the only thing I credit Mount for is pressing, and he does have a world-class half turn. Yeah, world-class half turn. So if Ten Hag wants him in a system, bro, there's a reason he's been in Ten Hag's thoughts for the last 5 years, Sally. And I disagree with it. I don't know how many times I need to tell you and tell others. I think it's a terrible idea. You cannot tell me what this man excels at on the football. This is why I'm against it. I don't know how much clearer I need to make it. I'm not going to be sold on this. It's a terrible idea for a bang average player. This is why Chelsea fans are jumping up and down at the thoughts of him being sold. This is why he doesn't start for them and they're 12th. I'm not a fan. Ten Hag or Ten Hag system or not. I am not a fan, and I fully back Ten Hag and think he's a very good manager, but I will disagree with him when I will make my opinion known whether I agree or disagree with the decision. Sir Alex Ferguson's the GOAT and the best manager I've ever seen, and I disagreed with things he did. So why am I not going to question Ten Hag? I'm not backing blindly. I'm not backing. That's not me. I leave that to other people. I am not backing blindly. Fabrizio said personal agreement won't be an issue. It's now the fee they need to agree with. Yeah, I thought so. Big up to Malcolm as well. Big up to my guy Matthew every single time. Says there still might be hope according to Fabrizio. It's not as close as people are saying. The main thing is the price difference. So let's hope Chelsea want too much and we walk away. Let's hope so. Because 70 million for a quality player on the last year of his deal is bad business. Never mind the player who's not quality. Never mind that. He is bought to fit into a 3-1-6 formation Ten Hag wants to play. Mason's off the ball movement is perfect. I respect your stance on not rating him, but I hope you keep the same energy if it works. Why would I not keep the same energy if it works? If we sign him, of course I'd want it to work. Of course I'd want it to work. But if it goes wrong, which I think it will, Ten Hag he gonna live by his decisions, die by his decisions. If he gets it right, I hold my hands up and say, I did not call this. But this screams Cristiano Ronaldo to me all over again. This is Cristiano Ronaldo all over again. And when I say that in terms of there's no positives to this deal, I see zero positives. Same way I see no positives to any deal. Of course, smile. And if it works, well, man, apologize. Of course I will. Have you lot not been watching me? You're not new here. When I call things wrong and I go, you know what, I called that wrong. But yeah, guarantee you lot won't be here when this goes exactly as I called it. Same way all the Ronaldo stands disappeared. Same way all the Ollie stands disappeared. It'll be the same with this shit. Flawless, this is coming for a Chelsea fan. Yeah, Lucas, this is it. Bro, I'm a Chelsea fan, and Mount is a jack of all trades and a master of none. Bang average player and is not an elite passer, so good luck with him in your midfield. I agree with you in terms of, yeah, a man of many traits and a master of nothing. Don't want him. He excels at nothing on a football pitch with the ball at his feet. This is why he has 9 open play assists. Like I said, to everyone saying, oh, will you apologize? Yeah, the same way everyone apologized to me about Cristiano Ronaldo. Same way everyone apologized to me about Ollie. Same difference in it. I was spot on about both of those two things. Where was my apologies? None of you lot were saying, yo, you was right, There's still some of you lot are in the chat watching right now who backed that, but went quiet when it went wrong. I'm here, win, lose, or draw with my opinion. So let's not do that. Or if it goes right. Or this back the manager blindly. Nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Absolute nonsense. Khalid says, do you want Neymar? Yeah, I would take Neymar on a loan deal. Absolutely, I'd take Neymar on a loan deal. Without doubt. I've spoke big up for the super chat, Khalid. I've spoke in depth about Neymar before. I've been very critical of Neymar, in particular him after his performance, not after his performance, after leaving Barcelona. But Neymar on a free, not on a free, sorry, Neymar on a loan deal makes all the sense in the world. Could it go wrong? Absolutely. I hear all of the issues. You know what I'm saying? Injuries, availability, would he adapt to the league? You know what I'm saying? His personality. I hear all of the issues, but he's one of the best players in Europe. So I'm looking at it, if it goes right, he levels you up. He's a needle mover. He could make the difference in you winning a Premier League or not winning the Premier League, winning the Champions League, not winning the Champions League. Neymar is one of the best players on the planet. Neymar at top form, if he came to the league, would be the best attacker in the league. I want that potential in my club. I want that. So yes, I would take Neymar. Only on loan, no, not no transfer. Not no transfer. Hey, big up to my guy, Eddie. He said, at least we got linked with 2 strikers. Who are the 2 strikers we got linked with? And Khalid, again, big up for the super chat. Appreciate it. Speaking facts, says Flawless. Fabrizio said that personal agreements will not be a problem, but Manchester United are not willing to pay above 45 million to 50 million for Mount, which you can see this deal falling apart. That's even too much. Obviously, I hope the deal falls apart, but 45 to 50 million for a player in the last year of his deal is too much. I think it's terrible business. Ashwin says, but Neymar is high profile. Ten Hag doesn't want that. That's cool. And if he didn't, like I stated at the very start when I spoken about Neymar, I would understand why a manager or fans would not want Neymar at the club. I get it. Hey, big up Daredevil every single time. CYC says, Mount was very good in the Tuchel. A lot of the slander is recency bias. No, it's not, because it's ironic, the term you've just used there. Mount was very good. Mount at his very best is very good. Very good is not good enough. I said this yesterday, so you are proving my point here. I agree with you. Mount under Tuchel was very good. And Mount, I said this yesterday, Mason Mount at his very best is very good. Very good is not good enough for where Manchester United are trying to go to. If you're trying to win and consistently, if you're trying to compete and consistently win Premier Leagues and Champions League, very good is not good enough. That's my point. Very good, good, above average, not good enough. It's not. The levels is high. That you're proving my point. The fact that we're saying very, very good is not good enough. Matthew, I'll get to it about the low as well. I'll get to that. Mike says, oh, is this what we're talking about? Not sure if I missed this, but what's your thoughts on Hodgland and Kolo Muwani? Strong links. Not seeing either of them to say anything about them, to be honest. I'm just glad we've been linked with 2 strikers. That's a good thing. I'm glad we've been linked with 2 strikers. Hey, before I continue, hold on. Wait. Let's stop the show. There's over 60 people in the building. We're only at 26 likes. Let's get up to 40 likes, people. Like check. 1 2 1 2. Like check. 1 2 1 2. What are we doing? Let's bump up them likes. What are we on? Let's bump up them likes, people. Let's get up to 40 likes. Let's see if we had any new subscribers as well. Let me refresh this. Because you lot are clearly enjoying the content, which is all well and good. Yo, 3 more subscribers. That's all we're looking for, man. We're at 6,587. We're looking for 3 new subs. There's over 60 of you lot in the building. Hit the subscribe button. To see what you see, says Neymar is cooked, bro. Injuries have caught up with him. Not from what I've seen, but hey, each to their own. Each to their own. The thing is, I actually like the manager's talent ID because I like the players we brought in. The 5 signings we made in the summer, I'm cool with. Last summer, I actually liked. I love the window we had. This is just not it. There are personal opinions. I don't want Mount here. Don't see what he adds, but let's see. Obviously, we all gonna find out. But I'm signing out if we sign Mount. What do you think of Delo's extension? It makes sense. It makes sense. To Ashwin, who's asking me about Greenwood, don't want to see him anywhere near the club. Should have his contract terminated. Don't want to see him in any capacity at Manchester United. Yeah, Joshua, I know it's our problem now. Fully aware of that. Flawless, you're trying to explain elite mentality to people like that, like Bruno and Shaw. I hear you. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand that very good is not good enough. I don't think people are aware of the levels you have to go and compete and win the major trophies in your first 11. I'm saying, like, I don't think people realize that when you look at Manchester United teams of old that have been successful, Chelsea teams that have been successful in the past, Liverpool teams that have been successful, Arsenal teams that have been successful, Manchester City teams that have been successful, you can count on one hand the amount of players who got regular game time who were just very good. No, you have to be great or above. You got to be great, top class, world class. That's the levels that you need in your team to go and compete and win these trophies. You know what very good gets you? FA Cup, League Cup, top 4. So if we're Europa Leagues, if we're a club who wants to do that, Mason Mount's the right signing. He's the right level. I want better for my team. I'm sorry. I want better for my team. Bring me great. Bring me top class. Bring me world class. Bring me Casemiro level. Bring me Martinez level. Bring me Varane levels. That's the levels we should be aspiring to all over the pitch. No with it. Matthew says PSG have abandoned the pursuit of Kim Min-jae, so hopefully that means he's coming to us. Let's hope so. I don't know about that. We won the league with Victor Moses at right wing back. And who else did you have in your team? Let's not do that, CFC Blue. Name the 11. Who else was in your team? Did you not have Hazard in your team? He was one of the best wingers we've ever seen in the Premier League. Was Costa not a part of that team? Was Kante not in that team? The list goes on. Like, let's not do this. Let's not do this. Yes, ask yourself why teams like Manchester City built a dynasty in the league with having a player like Mount in their squad. No, they wouldn't. That's my point. That's my point. Like, yes, you can have very good players in your team if you want to compete, but they have to be very few and far between. Would you say Henderson, Vinny, Robertson were great when brought in, or were they coached into that? No, they had world-class players around them. I put Robertson in the top-class bracket. Alisson, one of the best goalkeepers ever in the Premier League. Van Dijk, at that time, one of the best centre-backs we've ever seen in the Premier League. Trent, one of the best right-backs we've ever seen in the Premier League. Mo Salah, one of the best right wingers we've ever seen in the Premier League. Mane, one of the best left wingers we've ever seen in the Premier League. Fabinho, at that time, one of the best central midfielders we'd ever seen in the Premier League over that 2-year period. So if you're bringing me world's best and world-class players, I'm cool with Mount. But guess what? We don't have that. We don't have that. If you bring me them level players, cool. But I don't think people realize we do not have that. We need to go and acquire these. All this, coaching that. Hey, big up Buttluck as well, man. Large up. Have we even bumped up these likes? All right, we're at 42 likes, man. Big up to you, lot. Get us up to 50 likes. Hit the subscribe button as well. Continue to get your questions in. Please keep them Manchester United related as well. Still no new subscribers. I know there's some people who haven't subbed, man. Hit the subscribe button. What are we doing here? Let's see. So yes. So I'm not hearing this all need to be coached and all this. Why don't we just go get the very best, which is not Mason Mount? And again, people, I don't even have an issue with the profile. It's not a profile thing, it's him. He's the issue I have because he's not of the quality. At his very best is very good. Go and get better. Simple as that. Go get unknown, unproven. I'm cool with that. I'm not even saying go get me a Casemiro who's done it, who's been there and done it all. Go get unknown. Go get Martinez for central midfield. Not Martinez, but a Martinez-like player who none of us knew about, or the vast majority of us didn't know about. Go get a Malacia. Go get an Anthony. is the point I'm making. Go get unknown. Never mind, there's so many central midfielders to choose from, whether it's a Lavia, whether it's a Casado. They're just two off the top of my head that you can go and get that improve us and have potential to be top class. Their ceilings are bigger than Mount's. But hey, here we are, and it's why Chelsea ain't trying to pay him the money. And they finished 12th. And to man asking me about Hodgland, Evan Ferguson, I've not seen Kolo Muani, I've not watched these strikers play to give an opinion. I've not watched. So I can't really comment. No, I can't comment. Not even really. I can't comment. Mount on the bench is not a bad rotation. I don't need more. We don't need more squad players. We have enough. Why do the media favor English players over everyone else? Because it's English media, so they got a bias towards it. It's kind of like, I don't know you, Joshua, like having a family member who plays in the professional sport, or me or someone else. You're going to favor that person because it's family. It's very, very similar to that. Have you seen the picture of one of the Glazers having a pic with a Liverpool fan whilst he's pointing to the badge? This clown just needs to get out of the club. Yeah, that's all gone quiet as well, which is very strange. It's gone all quiet. Very, very, very strange. Let's see what else. Hey, big up Star Lord as well. Big up Corey PSCU. See, this is Chelsea fans talking like this. And I see this comment a lot. Not exactly like this. I'm paraphrasing, but I see this comment a lot. Thank you for taking him out. He'll give you one world-class performance every 10 games and the media will hype it up. I don't even know if he improves our first team. That's the thing is, I don't even know if he improves our first team. Do I think he's better than Eriksen? No. Do I personally think he's better than Bruno? No, I don't. But if someone wanted to argue and said he's better than Bruno, I'd say, all right, cool. It's marginal. It's marginal at best. I need major upgrades. I need major improvement. That's not Mason Mount. Very good at his very best. He's very good. Very good is not good enough. Bring me great. Bring me top class. Bring me world class. Kaneki probably don't improve our bench. The fact that this is a statement tells you what you need to know. That it's debatable whether he improves our bench or not. See, look, Stefano, we got Liverpool fans talking about. As a Liverpool fan, I thank you for taking him out. 70 million. It's absolutely ridiculous. Hear how rivals talk about him. Hear how Chelsea fans talk about him, and hear about rivals talk about him. Because if this was Reece James, different conversation. Whole different conversation. What are we doing here? Makes him out, Jesus Christ. But Clark says it's crazy though. We've been yelling to get rid of McTominay, and now we're getting another one in. There we go. Okay, Wizzy says, how can we say we don't need more squad players? Look at City's bench, because their bench gets into our first team. Their midfielders who are on their bench, apart from Calvin Phillips, are all quality. That's the difference. Whether it's Foden, whether it's Gundogan, whether it's Rodri, whether it's De Bruyne, whether it's Bernardo Silva, all them players I just mentioned walk into our first team. That's the levels we need to be at. Just because you're a squad player don't mean you can't be top quality. City have a top quality bench. Their bench gets into our first team. Mount don't get on their bench. What are we doing? Okay, Wizzy said Mount could never start over anyone at United. Oh, yeah, Habibi. I know he says, by the way, most of Mount's assists come from corners and set pieces. In a team where Bruno is taking those set pieces, he'll give you 3 assists per season max. Thanks again. We know this because he's got 9 open play assists. Let me repeat that to anyone back in this. He has 9 open play assists in his Premier League career. 9. Yeah, man. This is outrageous. Yeah, rivals would take Reece James, and yeah. You get the right out of Reece. I would take Reece James at United. That's the point I'm making. If it's Reece James, we're having a whole different conversation. Not gonna lie, Chelsea fans are the last I want to listen to. They let go of De Bruyne or Salah, Matic, thinking these players were all shit just for them to end up being great, being good. De Bruyne and Salah didn't get an opportunity at Chelsea. Matic did the business there and helped us win a couple of trophies too. So this is an anomaly. Every single team is going to let go of players who turn out to be great or turn out to be good. But that's why He's had ample opportunity. De Bruyne didn't have 4 or 5 years at Chelsea to play. Neither did Salah. That man did not get the opportunity to play. So it's not the same thing. We've watched Mount for however long. He's had enough appearances at Chelsea. Let me check actually. They're not 129. I'll actually check it myself. Hold up. I'm gonna have a look right now. See how many appearances he's had. Let me have a look here. Yeah, he's played 4 seasons. He's played 37 league games, 36 league games, 32 league games, 24 league games. That's at Chelsea. So he played 53 games in his first season, 54 in his second season, 53 in 21-22, and then this season just gone, he played 35. So we have a big enough sample size to talk about Mason Mount. He's played enough games within the Premier League. Let's just have faith in the process. I saw Ten Hag get to a semi-final Champions League with Tadic. He can do it. You can have faith in this. I'm not backing this. I'm sorry. I'm totally against this. I see no positives to this whatsoever. Okay, Wizzy, you're entitled to your opinion. You can back this. I'm not with it. I'm not backing this foolishness. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm just glad I'm not the only one, as from day one I said Mount is so overrated. But I had all these people say he's a great player, so I was thinking it might be me. So thanks for assuring me it's not. Yeah, Matthew, because you spot on. You a sensible fan. We've spoken. I know. I'm saying you wouldn't be with this rubbish. And like I said, people, it don't have to be signings I like. Like I've stated before, I'm not a massive fan of Declan Rice. I'm not a massive fan of the Harry Kane transfer. But if we were to sign either of those two players, I go, okay, this makes sense. I get it. I understand it. I would fully understand. I can see the positives with a Declan Rice. I can see the positives with a Harry Kane. With this, I see no positives. It's Cristiano Ronaldo all over again. It's an Ollie signing. It reminds me of the Ollie era. It's the type of signing he would make. It goes hand in hand. It takes me back to, I feel like I'm in a time machine and I'm back in that period. That's how it feels. I don't get it. Yeah, BB, 100%. Salah and KDB barely played 10 games. Mount has played 4 seasons as a regular starter. We know his ceiling already. He's a younger Jordan Henderson at best. But people want to try and come with arguments and debates for it. He's washed. And when I say he's washed in terms of being a top class or world class player, he's washed. At his very best, he's very good. At his level, he's average. And when he's below par, like he's been for Chelsea this season just gone, he's below average to poor. Not good enough. This is terrible. Like I said, you lot continue to get your questions in. Mount may not be the answer to our issues, mate, but we still need players with good Premier League experience and winners. Yeah, his numbers are great, but I'd rather him than McTominay or Donny van der Beek. The fact that you're comparing him to 2 players who are not good enough tells me all I need to know. Just because he's better is rather than McTominay or Donny van der Beek. Nonsense. We don't need players with Premier League experience. How much Premier League experience had Varane got? How much Premier League experience had Casemiro had? How much Premier League experience had Martinez had? They've been our best players this season. So this whole Premier League experience is nonsense. Don't need Premier League experience at all. And winners, nonsense. You're either a quality player or not. Like, you don't need winners. You know what I'm saying? You need people who are quality and have the right mentality. Don't necessarily have to have won stuff. Nonsense. It's a whole heap of nonsense. It says, on a whole other note, we've been properly linked with Hodgland, and reports been saying that we're looking for a young and old striker. That seems quite good to me. This is a positive because we need 3 strikers. So the fact we've been linked with a more senior striker and we've been linked with we've been linked with a younger striker, that's good. I do like that. I do like that. Yeah, what experience did Haaland have before he got here? Facts. What experience did Rodri have before he was here? What experience did De Bruyne have before he was here? What experience did Bernardo Silva have before he was here? None of these men had Premier League experience. What are we doing? Mahrez, when he got to Leicester, what Premier League experience did he have? Kante, when he got to Leicester, what Premier League experience did he have? Yeah. All this Prem proven is nonsense. Because if we're talking here about Harry Kane, we won't be talking about all Prem proven. What does the ball retention going to look like with a midfield that has both Mount and Bruno, and y'all going to play counter-attacking football only? I don't know what the ball retention is going to look like. This is a great question, Habibi. To tell you the truth, I don't know. Are we going to play counter-attacking football only? I have no idea either. I don't know what the plan is, to tell you the truth. I have no idea what the plan is. I don't know. That being said, we're only at 47 likes, man. Get us up to 50 likes, you lot. What are we doing? Get us up to 50 likes. What are we doing here? And subscribe as well, man. No new subscribers yet. 1st of June, halfway through the year. And you lot have supported, you know what I'm saying, in an amazing manner. But, yo, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to that 7K expeditiously. Nah, Dennis, you lot, Madrid, you lot signed a striker, 110%. Harrison says, we're going back to the early days, passion and running merchant signings. I thought Ten Hag was possession football. I'm lost now. And here's the thing with that. I have no issue with us not being possession football. It doesn't have to be that, even though that would be my preference. But if you're going to go with the whole athleticism, energy, closing down, pressing, go and get the best in class in that. And that's not Mason Mount. Simple as that. Continue to get your questions in, people. Now over 75 of you lot in the building. Big up. How many likes are we on? How many likes are we on? Let's get up to 60 likes, people. We're at 49 likes. Like check 1212. Let's get up to 60 likes, people. See what you lot are saying. Habibi, I know this. He said, by the way, don't let people lie to you. Mount is not press resistant at all. I know this. I've watched him. People trying to lie. Oh, he's good on the half turn and all this crap. I know. No, Justice is saying it here. Big up Justice. In 3 seasons, Mount has 5 GNA against the traditional top 6. Cheers. So what does this man excel at? He don't excel defensively. He don't excel offensively. He doesn't excel at anything. What does he excel at? On the ball. Somebody tell me. Or he adds to the team. Somebody tell me, I beg. Someone tell me. Somebody let me know. Someone let me know. Please. I'm dying for someone to let me know and tell me. Please. Please. Okay, Wizzy, no, we don't know. Even if it's a swap deal for Maguire from out, just let Maguire go. Like, no, this is a terrible idea. Yeah, he hit me up, actually. Big up to Sam. You'll probably see me on his channel at some point soon as well. But big up to Sam. Mike says, guys, we will not play counter-attacking football. Ten Hag, Ajax was built of getting the ball back high up with 2 8s. That's all well and good. But I just don't like, whether we're playing counter-attack, again, people, I don't care about the style. The style, I do not, let me reiterate this. I do not, I have my preference, but I don't care about the style. Does it yield results? That's my thing. Does it yield results? Are we getting the best in class in whatever style we are trying to play in? Mason Mount is not that. That's my biggest issue with this deal. It's my biggest issue with it. One of those Mount GNA was the De Gea mistake in the FA Cup final. I can't remember this. I can't remember. Chelsea fans ain't crying about it. You know what I'm saying? And that. Said Chelsea fans are crying because Mount might be leaving. Most Chelsea fans I've spoken to are happy about it. They're over the moon about it. Bear with me, people. You lot continue to bump up the likes. Continue to bump up the likes. My bad, people. I was grabbing the electric blanket. That's all. That's all I'm doing. It's got to be live streaming in comfort, people. It'll be live streaming in comfort. What's going on here? There we go. The name numbers I gave was Premier League only. Yeah, hey, you ain't got to sell him to me. I know he's washed. Hey, Stephanie G, I am with you. Says, Flawless, another way of looking at this Mount situation, I'd rather stick with what we've got than get Mount. If Mount's the only option, yes. Yes. In the season, Mount registered 11 goals in the Prem. 4 of his goals were against relegated Norwich. 8 of his total goals came against the bottom 6 teams from that season. He isn't a goal scorer either. That's why I think Bruno's better than him. Because at least Bruno will give you goals. He'll give you more goals. He'll give you more open play assists. And anybody who's watched me for any significant amount of time knows I'm not a big fan of Bruno. Fam, no one was cheering when we heard Pep was talking to Pogba. I hear you, fam. I hear you. Trust me. I know. Let's see. What else you lot saying? Hey, continue to get your United questions in. It doesn't have to be about Mason Mount. Of course, if you got Mount questions, it's cool. K Wizzy says, run the Felix GNA. The whole team was bad. I'm dead. I'm not hearing that because I didn't want. I had my doubts about João Felix too. I spoke in depth many a times about João Felix when United was linked with him in January. And I said quality player, but when you lack pace and power, what's your output? What's your impact? Brian says, back Ten Hag. Otherwise, what's the point? No, I do back him. I just don't back him blindly because I'm not Ten Hag out. I'm not Ten Hag out. I'm not sat here saying he should be sacked. I disagree with his decision. So when you say back Ten Hag, otherwise, what's the point? No, that's silly. That logic does not make sense. Like I've stated, Sir Alex Ferguson is my GOAT. He's the best manager I've ever seen. And I doubted and I questioned his decisions at times. So why am I not going to question Ten Hag? So you, Brian, you can back him. You know what I'm saying? Blindly. I don't back people blindly. That's blind love. I don't do that. Big up Lewis for the raid as well. Okay, everyone's saying pay up. These men are pricks. On my life. I swear down, yo. Raid gang, he says runners are money, fam. Absolutely not. You man were asking for 70 million fucking comedians. Absolute jokers. Absolute jokers. It's ridiculous. Look at these man. These men are clowns, and swear down. Why do all the top managers rate Mount though? What are we missing as fans? It's because he fits the criteria, you know what I'm saying? Professional, he'll have good energy in the changing room. You know what I'm saying? He'll play any role you ask him to. He'll run around, he'll cover ground, he'll press. That's all it is. But like I said, he's available. If all these top managers rate him, how come there's no offers? Where's these offers? Interest is one thing, but where's the offers? If that's the case, City and Arsenal and Liverpool would legit make a bid for him. How come we're the only team who have reportedly agreed personal terms with him? They rated him that highly, they go get him. Yeah, Harrison, I'm not with that. And he my guy. You know what I'm saying? And that some of these fans, LOL, just back the manager blindly. No, I'm not with that. Lewis, who just rated, that's my bro. Love Lewis to death. That's my done. But if he makes a decision I disagree with, I'm going to tell him. I'm not just going back him blindly because we bros, and vice versa. If he sees me doing something, oh, that's crazy, or I start tweeting and going crazy, he's going to hit me up and be like, yo, Flawless, that's not it. But what is he supposed to back me blindly because we're close? What kind of nonsense is that? Is that what you lot do with parents or anyone who's got kids or siblings like brothers, sisters, cousins, or one of your aunts or uncles or one of your close brethren? You just back them blindly regardless because they're close to you. Like, no. Nonsense. You know what I'm saying? That's not me. I will never be that. Never. Look at these like about we spinning the block. I'm not paying these man. Look at these jokers. See? Look at the Chelsea fans ecstatic about him being sold. Ecstatic. See? And Lewis knows I'm right. That's why he says, come on, fam. But no, because we're cool, I should just back him blindly, whatever he does. And he should just back me blindly, whatever I do, even if we think it's the wrong decision. Like, no, this makes no type of sense. Makes no type of sense. Hey, big up to everyone who joined from the raid, though. Make sure you hit the like button on the video. We're at 68 likes. Let's get up to 90 likes, people. Hit the subscribe button if you are indeed new as well. Get your questions in. Please just keep them Manchester United related. If you got Mount questions, that's cool. No issue. If you got questions about something else, that's absolutely fine. With United linked with Hodgland, linked with Kolo Muani, the Dalot new deal, ownership. Obviously, the FA Cup final, which is now after thoughts as well. Alpha asking, what is Rant saying? You'll have to ask him. I've not spoke to him. I'll see him later on today. Timo says, look at this guy, back the gaffer, mate, 80 million euros pay up. Yeah, like you back Super Frankie Lampard. Yeah. Bobby, big up. Timo, fuck yourself, but big up for the super chat. SDA, I'm blessed. Not happy about this Mount deal, but I'm blessed overall. I'm good. No complaints. But this sucks. Like I said, it's an Ollie signing. That's what it reminds me of. It's Cristiano Ronaldo all over again. I see no benefits to it whatsoever. Big up Flawless every time. How many strikers are you signing? Well, report said today 2. How many? I don't know. But it probably will be 2 because we actually need 3. So I can see 2 strikers coming in. I can't see 2 strikers. Can't believe this Mount link. I'm dead. They better get another CM with him. Pissed about this Mount link. Even if we get another central midfielder who's a bad boy CM, it's like, all right, Mount's just wasted. We need first teamers. We need quality. That's what it is, and that's not Mount. I said Mount is the new Scholes, LOL. Divide the fan base. That's crazy, yo. I'd rather have Scholes roll out of retirement. For real, for real. Big up again for the super chat. Kishan says Mason Mount will cook at Manchester United. Notice this, people. To anyone backing this nonsense, this is Chelsea fans talking. Look at the CFCs. Look at the Avies. Look at the blue in the Avies. This is Chelsea fans. This is Chelsea fans talking about him. Lewis just raided one of the biggest Chelsea content creators in the game. Look at the response. Chelsea fans. Now, if this was Reece James, different conversation. If this was Thiago Silva, different conversation. This is Enzo Fernandez, different conversation. If this was Badashile, different conversation. Notice. Alpha, yeah, I'll probably be on with rants today, probably about 6:30. I've not heard from him yet, but yeah, we do a show every Thursday, as you know. Abdi, don't get it. Some United fans are so gassed with this. I don't understand it. I don't. He has 9 open play assists in 4 seasons in his Premier League career. Open play, 9. Not even in double figures. And he's played over 100 games for Chelsea. What are we doing? He's played what? Premier League, that's 37. Let me calculate this up. You don't know I can't do maths. Let me add this to the calculator. Hold up. Let me add this shit to the calculator. See how many games he's actually played so I can get my numbers right. Let's see this shit. Calculator's moving slow on this laptop for some reason. Ridiculous. Hopefully we just get priced out because, like I said, Fabrizio Romano did tweet and say that the deal is not imminent because of the valuation. We've agreed terms according to reports, but the deal is not imminent. But the fact we're interested in him is a big eye opener. It's a big eye opener. Ashwin says, but who are other options in midfield? Who are we linked with? It's not about that. See, this is just lazy. This is a lazy statement. So what are the other options? There's hundreds of thousands of midfielders playing football in the world. Hundreds of thousands. Go locate midfielders who's better than Mason Mount. Like, let's stop trying to justify this. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Like, let's not do this. Why the hell's the calculator on this thing? I never used it on this laptop. I always use the other one. It's not even a wind-up. Like, I just want to get the numbers right for when I hear nonsense. That's all. So, hold up. So, it's 37 plus 36 plus 32 plus 24. So, in 129 appearances, he has 9 open play assists. 9 open play. 9. United fans are not gassed, but we do not decide these things. We've seen players like Tadic do magic under this manager. Yes, in Holland at Ajax, where it's a completely different league and the pressure is completely different and the competition is completely different as well. I prefer Tadic because he's actually played with Tadic. Mason Mount's not it, is the point I'm making. Manchester United are going to try and compete and win the Premier League and the Champions League. Mason Mount is not it, in my opinion. So we can try and look at previous things. I'm talking in particular about Mason Mount. Mason Mount is not Tadic. Now, flawless. I checked it. It's 9 out of 23 assists came from set pieces, so 14 from open play, which isn't impressive either. So yeah, it's trash either way. Whether it's 9, whether it's 14, it's awful. Either way, it's terrible. It's awful. It's terrible. And I've watched enough of him with my own 2 eyes to know I don't rate him. Mike says, I'm calm about this. I've seen Ten Hag get third without a striker and Casemiro missing most of our games. I trust him to do good with the players he wants to buy for his system next season. I'm different from this. I don't. Do I trust Ten Hag in general? Yes. That's why I'm still Ten Hag in. I still back the manager, but I'm totally against this. Totally against this. We're not trying to finish third anymore. This isn't a finishing third thing. This isn't going to try and win a League Cup. This isn't trying to go win an FA Cup. This isn't competing in the Europa League. The levels have gone up. The levels have risen now where we need to be at. We are facing the very best. Kenny TV, I don't know. I'm asking God why I'm Bruno and this gaffer want to bring Mount to. I don't know. I don't know. The thing is, Alpha, you say, what style does Ten Hag win at United, possession or rock and roll? I'm cool with either. I'm just keep saying, go get the best in class. Go get the best in class. So I'm not hearing this whole, oh, he was successful at Ajax with such and such a player, like trust him blindly. No, I'm not backing no manager blindly. I'm sorry. I got my own brain, my own opinions, and my own two eyeballs. I'm not back. No. Go get me an unknown. If you went and got me an unknown from an unknown midfielder I'd never heard of from Eredivisie, for example, I'll go, all right, cool. I'm backing you. I backed him this entire season. So let's not do that. I've backed Ten Hag this entire season. When people have been on his case, I've backed him. When we've lost games heavily, I've backed him. When we haven't looked good at times, I've backed him. Everywhere, whether it's here and on everybody's channel you see me on, I'm back Ten Hag. So I'm not hearing, oh, back Ten Hag, I've backed him. Tyrant says, flawless, I can't lie, if Ten Hag signs Marty's on fraud watch. I wouldn't go that far. I personally wouldn't have him on fraud watch, but I understand why you would have him on fraud watch because it is that bad of a deal. However, I'm looking at him like, all right, this to me is the beginning of the end. It's the beginning of the end. Let's see. Questions. Man U Kone rooms to Liverpool are getting hotter, and just for 30 million, I'd rather take him than Mount. Matthew, I'm with you. And I know nothing about him. I just know his profile. And I'm like, 30 M's, go get Kone. Go get his brother Ball as well. Shout out to Jez. He'll get that joke. But yeah, go get someone I don't know, and I'm cool with that. Go get someone a midfielder I've known, even Kefren Thuram, I know more about his pops. Go get Kefren Thuram. Go get Kone. Go get someone I don't know from South America, Africa, Caribbean, wherever. Go scout. I'm cool with that. Go get someone who don't even have no appearance stats and goals and assists on Wikipedia like an Enciso. I'm cool with that. I'm cool. Like, I have no issues with that. But this, someone I've watched for years, nah. I'm not with it. Not in the slightest. Let's see. Hey, big up, Brian. I'm blessed, man. Hope you're good. See that? I don't even think Ten Hag's talent ID is dead because I like the signings we've made. So I won't even get into him on that. Kenny says, flawless is your show today with Rants on YouTube or Twitch. I know Rance's Twitch contract ended and he is moving back to YouTube, but I've not heard from him, so I don't know. Just have to keep an eye out. Yeah, because I've not heard from him yet. So it'll probably be going on. You see, but I'm not sure. They don't even go, this agent say British players are expensive, are overrated and a waste of money. I wouldn't say all that. Expensive, yes. English tax is a thing. I do agree with that. Some of them overrated, some of them not, because two of the players I want are English. I've spoken in depth for months about wanting Ivan Toney, who's English, wanting James Maddison, who is also English. So yeah, I don't think overrated. I won't go as far to say a waste of money. I don't think a Harry Kane would be a waste of money. I don't think a Declan Rice would be a waste of money, even though I think I have preferred options to those two players. United fans would be angry if it were Havertz being linked. I think it's palatable because Mount is English. It's just terrible. I think Rance announced the watch along on YouTube for the final. Oh, did he? Big up to Rance. Large my guy Rance every single time. There won't be a watch along here for the FA Cup final, but for regulars, you already knew that. I've already said I don't do finals. I don't do Champions League finals, including English clubs. I don't do Europa League finals, just in general. Like, I'm not interested in doing a Europa League final anyway. League Cup, FA Cup, I may do depending on the teams that are in it. If Manchester United are involved, no. I want to sit and watch and shower my TV in peace. Big up Kareem for the super chat. Says, sums it up, Chelsea get Mount and they go, give us Mount and they go get Agate. Yeah, we buying their cast-offs and they improving. I don't get it. Yeah. They get it. To K Wizzy, who says these same guys thought Martinez would get dunked on, but never happened if he performs. Remember what you lot said. Here's what I say to that. One, I never questioned Martinez because I didn't know anything about him. I backed the manager. I was like, all right, cool. I was like, that's calm, that's fine. I'm saying I'm trusting the manager, and Martinez did that more so as well. You got to understand, rival fans, they haven't watched him. The vast majority of people who were talking about Lisandro Martinez have not watched him like that. But if he performs, remember what you lot said, yeah, we'll be here. Just make sure when he doesn't perform, you're here. I'm saying when he stinks up the gym, IoT, if this deal does go through, make sure you're here. Same way I said this same conversation I had to all them Ronaldo stands. None of them are here. The same conversations I had with all them Ollie stands. None of them are here. So just make sure you're here. When this goes tits up and we don't compete, because with Mason Mount, we're not competing. We're not competing at all. Without further additions, like forget about it. We're not competing. Make sure you're here. Nah, that's not even hate. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. Man said, laughing my ass off. Nah, flawless is jokes. The hate for Mount is a Mazza. I'm not even a fan of his. Man said, the only thing I know about Marcus Thuram is his dad. Not like, that's not a shot at Marcus Thuram. I'm not saying Marcus or Kefren are bad players. I'm honest with you, lot. If I don't know a player, I'll tell you I don't know a player. All I'm saying is I just don't know them. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying they're great. I don't have enough information to give you an honest assessment. I don't lie to you, lot. I'm saying one thing, I'm very honest. I get things wrong, but I'm not lying to you lot. In regards to the hate for Mount as a Mazza, it's not hate, he's just not very good. He's just not very good. That's what it is. It's not hate. People have said that, oh, you hate Bruno. No, he's just not very good. If you're building a team to go and win a Premier League, are you picking Mason Mount? Absolutely not. If I put the StreamYard link out right now and had 9 of you lot join out over the 120 of you lot in here, and we sat down and had a conversation, it was like, right, we're building a team to win the Premier League and we're picking from Premier League players. None of us are picking Mason Mount. Doesn't even get a mention. Bruno Fernandes, none of us are picking. Doesn't even get a mention. Now take that into the Champions League and add in, we're picking an 11 and a squad to go win the Champions League. None of us are mentioning Mason Mount. None of us are mentioning Bruno. None of us are fighting for him. Yeah, I want Mason Mount in the side. Don't even get in a conversation. So why do I want him at my club? Go get me unknown. And yeah, bear in mind, yeah, you're right, Adrian. Yeah, I don't hate no player. And I don't have no hate for no player. I don't have no dislike for any player. I just give my opinion. I either rate you or I don't if I've watched you play. Santiago, this is why I disagree. Man said people said Eriksen was finished. Look at what Ten Hag did. I was a fan of Eriksen. When Eriksen, it seemed, was going to Spurs, I was like, why are we not signing Eriksen on a free? I rate Eriksen. I rated him when he was at Spurs. I rated him when he was at Inter. I liked him when he was at Brentford. I've been a big fan of Eriksen. We need an upgrade on him. Don't get him mistaken, but he's still a good addition to the squad because he excels at things on the football. This is why, I swear, he got our joint assists, and man was injured for like 2-3 months. He would have our most assists had he stayed fit for the whole season. And he's playing out of position because he's not like a 6/8. He's a 10. Well, he's good enough to adapt his game and play elsewhere. I'm a massive fan of Eriksen in terms of what he brings, but I still want a major upgrade because for where Manchester United are trying to go, Eriksen as a first teamer to me is not good enough. Not good enough. Let's see. Like check. Let's see how many likes we on. We are at 87 likes. Girls up to 100 likes, people. Please, girls up to 100 likes. Please. What we doing as well? And we're at 6,591. We're looking for 4 more subscribers, people. There's over 130 of you lot in here. Hit the subscribe button. Please share this across all the social media apps you're active on. Follow at Sarcasm City TV across all socials as well. And don't forget, link for the membership is in the pinned comment. I'm trying to get to all the best questions. If you do super chat, I will get straight to your super chat as well. Hey, Kaneki, man. Right, all them guys that said Maguire would prove us wrong, where are they? Facts. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Let's see. To win the Premier League, Mount is not it. 80 million, Maguire, now him. Dinesh, all I'm going to say is big up for the super chat, but you here running jokes. Yeah, that's wild, man. Yeah, Kenny, that's a wild statement, man. That's wild. Oh, shit. Tyrus says Fabrizio Romano, Arsenal official bid for Declan Rice will be submitted after the Europa League final. Plan very clear. Well, you know what? That's ideal because I do have the Manchester United Arsenal show with myself and Cam on the channel at midnight. So I'm sure we'll be discussing that. So Tyrus, thank you very much for the update. Much appreciated. Any breaking news like that, you lot feel free to please let me know. Keishan says, Flawless, why didn't you go out for Tillemans instead of Mount? But thanks for the 80 million. One, we haven't given you the 80 million. And I have no idea. If we're going to go and sign a 5, and when I say a 5, people, I'm talking about a 5th choice midfielder. Because I've said, go get a backup to Casemiro, go get an upgrade on Ericsson. That's your 4. And then your 5 can be a Fred. Or your 5 can be, even though I want Fred gone. No, not Fred. Can be your Rabiot. Can be a Sabitzer. Can be a Tillemans. That should be the plan to me. Yeah, let's see what else you are saying. The basketball. Oh yeah, the NBA finals start tonight. They start tonight, and there will be a watch along. Big up Mike for the super chat. He says, "Thought I would send a super chat. Keep doing your thing. You and Rant are my 2 favorite people in this space, even though I don't always agree." And you know what, Mike? 1, I appreciate the super chat, and 2, I appreciate that we can disagree, but you can. 1, you're always respectful, and 2, you continue to watch the content. I'm with that. Like, I'm all like, you man poke holes in my argument all you man want, but just don't go personal. I say that all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's why I never attack you lot personally, apart from Ryan, because, he's just a dick. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I'm not attacking any of you lot personally. And if I ever did, I would apologize. So yeah, Mike, I really appreciate this. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. I do. Jack says, why are we not selling De Gea, man? That guy is shy. We acted like a big club. We would bin that guy and bring in a goalkeeper who can actually handle pressure. I don't know what to tell you, Jack. you're right. You know what I'm saying? And that you're right. Like, in regards to that, like, in terms of, I just don't want De Gea to be number 1. Whether he's here or not, I'm not really too fussed about. But we need a new number 1. So say we was to sign a new goalkeeper and De Gea was here, I'm like, all right, that's a step in the right direction. But if he's here and we don't sign a new goalkeeper, I'm like, it's a problem. It's a problem area. Can we still be successful? Yes. 110% we can still be successful. But I don't think we can go and win major trophies. No, I really don't. Brian says there's no perfect goalkeeper out there. Facts, there is no perfect goalkeeper out there, but you go get close to perfect. Same way there's no perfect centre-back out there, but we went and signed Martinez, who's close to that. Same way Varane, who's close to that. Same way Casemiro, who's close to that. There's players out there that are of quality. Go get great, top class, world class. That should be the aim. Great, world class, top class. That's the levels you should be trying to reach when you go and sign players. Like when we signed Casemiro, like when we signed Martinez. They're the levels they've hit. That's what it is. We have too many holes to focus on a keeper. Maybe we could buy someone. No. Now, that's a big hole because it's right down the spine of the team. Goalkeeper, 2 central midfielders, a striker. That's 4. That's a spine thing. That's 4. That's right down the spine. I said, stupid comment. De Gea got the most clean sheets. Okay. And Ronaldo scored a lot of goals and still wasn't good enough. Just because a goalkeeper has the most clean sheets doesn't mean he's what's required. Same way Ronaldo was, I think, was he 3rd top goal scorer last season in the Premier League? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. 3rd? Was he 2nd, 3rd, 4th? So we saw, like, that doesn't mean it. Same way when we had Van Nistelrooy, who was the best goal scorer in the league at the time, I believe. If not, it was between him and Henry. He was 1 or 2, and we sold him and got better. We sold him and improved. We went and signed a player who doesn't score as many goals. Big up to Shah. He made this comment yesterday. Van Nistelrooy was better than Saha, but Saha was better for the team. It's the same with the goalkeeper. You might go get a goalkeeper who gets less clean sheets, but he's better for the team. Because he sweeper keeps, because his distribution is better, because he's more commanding, his communication's better. He starts coming to collect crosses and coming to collect free kicks and collect corners, which takes pressure off your defense. But here we are. What do you think about the news that United have to give Maguire a 10 million payoff to leave in the summer? Hey, pay it. That's 10 million well spent, Matthew. That's what I would say to that. If it's only 10 million, pay the 10 million, get him off the books. That is money well spent. If I had a spare 10 mil, I'd do that. If I was a billionaire, I'd be like, yo, here's the 10 million. Here's the 10 million. Let's see. If I miss your comments, like I said, I apologize, people. I do apologize. Yeah, he was talking book clock. Yeah, he was talking about the NBA. It's the finals today, 1:30 a.m. people. Let me see. I did some good questions I did miss, so I do apologize. There's some stuff I did want to get to as well. And someone mentioned Ten Hag talent ID and him signing potentially Mount and potentially Anthony. I have no issue with the Anthony signing. He was too much, but we was working from a place of desperation. We had no choice at that point. We were desperate. And that's on bad planning by the Manchester United board. Adrian says who's a better shot stopper though, because he's not good at kicking the ball. Go get someone who's close. There's a goalkeeper out there who's close to the hair in terms of shot stopping. 110%. What are we doing here? There's definitely a goalkeeper out there who's as good as the hair at shot stopping or close to, who then offers much more. I don't want a goalkeeper who just excels at one thing. The only thing the hair excels at is shot stopping. I don't want that in my lineup. If you only excel at one thing, I don't want you in my lineup, because you are a detriment to the team somewhere. If you only excel at one thing, it doesn't matter if you're a goalkeeper, if you're a centre back, if you're a fullback, if you're a midfielder, defensive or attacking, whether you're a winger, whether you're a 10, whether you're a striker. If you only excel at one thing, you are a detriment to the team somewhere. Manchester City, Real Madrid, Manchester United teams of the past, Liverpool, Chelsea. Go look at them players who were in that squad, in them teams, consistently in the first teamers, and point out the ones who only excelled at one thing. They're few and far between, especially goalkeepers. Especially goalkeepers. Whether it's Alisson, whether it's Edison, whether it's Schmeichel, whether it's Van der Sar, whether it's Peter Cech, the list goes on. All of those goalkeepers I just named excelled at much more than one thing. And it's different eras, so they needed to be good at different things. The hair excels at one thing. Chin News says, flawless on Ericsson, he should really be a bench option. United need more technicians in midfield. Players like Brozovic and Kamada are available. Why do you not go in for that kind of player profile? I've said this. I agree with you on the Ericsson thing. Ericsson should be a bench player. I've said for months now, get me a major upgrade on Ericsson. In regards to Brozovic, and I've never watched Kamada, so I can't comment. And Brozovic, I've not watched enough of to assess correctly. So I don't know what profile them players are. Hey, big up HKM for the super chat. Says, remember when I said, when I was saying get McAllister, now we're getting Mount, laughing my ass off. Please give me McAllister. Ten Hag better fix up and get a baller at 8. Mount 8. Again, big up for the super chat, HKM, first and foremost. Secondly, I don't want, is McAllister better than Mount? Yeah, but I don't want McAllister either. Bring me needle movers. I have my doubts over McAllister. I haven't watched him. So, but again, McAllister falls in the bracket of Rice and falls in the bracket of Kane, where if we were to sign him, I see the positives. But yeah, I agree with you. Like Ten Hag needs to fix up in regards to this. Mount's not it. I agree with that, HKN. Yeah, I do that. I do agree with that. He needs to fix up. I do agree with that. Let's see where we at. Daredevil says we should go for someone like Diogo Costa, David Vieira, that guy from AC Milan. You're talking about Mike Young, some goalkeeper like that. What do you think, my friend? Just bring me a goalkeeper. I don't care. Like Rayo, I'm not sold on like that. Costa, not watched like that. Mike Young, people have been waxing lyrical about him for months now, but I've not watched him like that. It's a shame he got injured, because I did want to see him in the World Cup. I wanted to see him in AC Milan's Champions League run, and he did get injured because I'm not watching Serie A. But I'm happy with any of these, because it just means we're moving in the right direction. Go get me a goalkeeper. So any of the 3 you named, I'm cool with. Go get me them. I'm cool with that. Absolutely. Either or. Like, I'm cool with any of those 3. Let's see what you lot are saying. Let me see how many likes we're on. How many likes we're on as well? We are at 96 likes. Big up you lot, man. 4 more. Get us up to 100 likes, people. Get us up to 100 likes. If we had any more new subscribers as well. All right, 2 more. Get us to 6,595. We're looking for 2 more subscribers, people. We're looking for 2 more subscribers, please. But yeah, Costa is the perfect goalkeeper, at least profile-wise. Hey, go get him. Man said, Blue American says, Manyonga and Onana should be on both people's radars. They're fine keepers and good with the ball at their feet. Bring me either or in it. Either or I'm cool with. Hey, Matthew, we can hope. We can hope. He says there's rumors going around that Mount is open to join an Arsenal with his friend Rice. So let's hope. Hey, let's hope so. Let's hope so. The Daredevil should Sabitzer be our second choice midfielder or third. Again, regular watchers of me are going to be tired of me saying this. And Daredevil, obviously, you're my guy, so you can answer questions. Ask questions. That's absolutely fine. But it's Casemiro, a backup to Casemiro, major upgrade on Eriksen, and then Sabitzer should be 5. So whether that's Sabitzer, whether that's Rabiot, whether that's Tillemans, whoever has that 5. But there should be 4 players in front of that. Man said don't sign Sabitzer, but I'm having Sabitzer as a 5, so we should barely see him anyway. We'll see Sabitzer as much as we see McTominay this season, which is barely, because he should be option number 5. There's 2 players in each position in front of him. Casemiro, back up to Casemiro, upgrade on Eriksen. That should be the 4. And then you have your Sabitzer as a 5. Thoughts on the new kits, flawless. Are they real, Shika? Are they real, the new kits? The home kit look decent, because we don't have our team viewer still the Manchester United sponsor. That's what I was saying they're real, but I'll answer anyway. The home kit I kind of liked. The away kit, the white one with the red, I was like, it's okay. But that black and white thing that looked like a Newcastle kit was awful. It was awful. Yeah. How many players do I think we're going to sign? 5 to 6. I think we'll get 5 to 6. Because we signed 5 this summer just gone. So I'm expecting pretty much the same. Because I can definitely see a centre-back. I can definitely see 2 midfielders, and I can see 2 strikers. Now that I think about it, so that's a centre-back, 2 midfielders, 2 strikers is 5. So I can see that happening. Yeah, when we gonna get a decent kit, man. Like, the thing is, the kits that people, it's ain't black flawless, it's dark green and white stripes. Well, it looks awful anyway, Jesse. Whatever it is, it looks awful. You know what I'm saying? It looks awful. I see better kits designed on Twitter. People create, like, someone had, it was a kit and it was black and it had the Team Viewer logo in red and the Adidas stripes was gold. I'm like, I wouldn't buy it because I'm not trying to fund any of the Glazers or any of that nonsense. However, that kit's fire. So how come someone can just put that together on Cool Edit Pro or something? Not Cool Edit Pro, Photoshop, sorry. Like, what are we doing? Cool Edit Pro. That takes me back to music making days. Jesus Christ. Cool Edit Pro, mud. It's crazy. So nuts. Jack says, yeah, Team Viewer are going to cut the sponsorship early, but decided to carry on. But I can see next season being their last. Right. So that's why the Team Viewer makes sense then, because that's what I was confused about. We need 2 strikers, 2 central midfielders, a goalkeeper, and a centre-back minimum. Just add on to that and say, I'd say 3 central midfielders. But I hear your point, Jack. In an ideal world, it's 3 central midfielders, it's 3 strikers, a centre-back, a goalkeeper. I'm saying minimum 2 fullbacks, because none of our fullbacks are good enough, even though I do like Malacia. I do. I think I'd give Malacia, because of his profile, like, his game time. And one thing I like about Malacia is he's better defensively than he is offensively. So offensively, you can work on that. He's not a liability defensively. I don't think Malacia's playing, he's about to get cooked. Like, nah. And he's of the age where he can get better as well. And he's pace and power, man. He's athletic. That's one thing when I was watching the game, I was like, Jesus. When I was watching the Chelsea game live, I'm like, oh, this man's energy is ridiculous. He's quick as well. Like, just up and down the touch. Every time Rashford got the ball on the left-hand side, gone. Overlap. but you can't see it on the TV because then sometimes the attack would break down, but then he'd get back. Moving like my pro clubs player. I did that on pro clubs. There was a time the attack broke down in the box. I was looking for someone, and I rarely get forward on pro clubs. It's on the Twitch. You know what I'm saying? FIFA 23, which I'm gonna add to the schedule on here on a regular basis as well. Probably Fridays, people. Depending on news breaking and stuff like that. Then it broke down and I got all the way back. And even Seth and that man was like, yo, how did your guy get back so quick? You know what I'm saying that's Malacia. Energy is ridiculous. Yes, Ryan, I do think we get another midfielder after Mount. Yeah. Who that is, I don't know. But yeah, I can see us. If we do sign Mount, I can see us signing another midfielder. Because there's talks of a McTominay, Fred leaving, Sabitzer as well. That leaves a gap. That leaves 3. Because Sabitzer may go back on loan, so that's 1. You got McTominay may leave 2, and then Fred who may leave. That's 3. Big up to my guy Murtaza in the cut as well every single time. He says 110 watching, 102 likes. Big up people and big up Flawless. Large up to my guy Murtaza every single time. We are at, right, we've gone over 105 likes, man. Big up to you, man. Real ones. I'm closing out in the next 10, 15 minutes, people. So let's continue to bump up these likes. Let's go for 110, people. Let's go for 110. But would that be a squad midfielder? Not sure. Don't know, Ryan. I don't know with these, look. No, Surfer, we don't have clubs today. No. I was just pointing out that I'm going to add it to the schedule on the YouTube, like on a weekly basis, so people will know where to go and get it, which will probably be that Friday. That's all. I'm decided, no. But no clubs today, no. Flores, do you think we should have got Theo Hernandez, Davies, or someone of that caliber or profile? Absolutely. Everyone knows I'm a big fan of Alphonso Davies. Everyone knows this. Like, I was doing Canada watch-alongs in the World Cup just to watch Alphonso Davies play. I don't get to watch him play a lot because obviously I'm not watching Bundesliga like that. So, and more often than not, when Bayern are playing, another English team might be playing, or there's a big game going on, like a Real Madrid will be playing. But yeah, Alphonso Davies fits the bill. And Kimmich, that's all gone quiet. Does anybody know in the chat about Kimmich in regards to, is he leaving Bayern? Is it legit that he wants to leave? Like, that's all gone quiet. That's the caliber of midfielder you go and try and get. A Casemiro Kimmich midfield. Shit, did you like hear my belly rumble? Man, I need to get some food. But yeah, please let me know about that. Are you worried about the Glazers potentially staying? Of course. I've said it before, and I've said it again. Our short-term and medium-term future is dependent on the ownership. If the Glazers stay, forget about Manchester United building a dynasty or being successful back-to-back. So forget going to do a repeat or win three titles in a row or back-to-back Champions Leagues or anything of that nature. It'll be one season on, one season off. It's one of those two. Like, it's one season off, one season on. Like, that's what that would be. But if the Glazers, if you get new owners, then that changes that whole potential, because then they will invest properly. They will put a structure in place that then gives us the best possible platform to then succeed and go and be successful consistently and on a regular basis. Yeah, Jesse, man, I need to get some food, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you lot heard that, I apologize. That happens far too often. But hey, man, we got to get to work, man. Got to get to work. Where else we at? Yeah, Sugar. I'm like Malacia, like I said, would I prefer a new left back? Absolutely. We need a first choice left back. But I'd like to still see Malacia get game time. Like, it should be new left back, Malacia. Over the other side, Wan-Bissaka, and a new right back. This is why I would have sold Dalot. And I like Dalot, but I would have sold him. Because it's like, you're good at everything. He's 6 and 7 out of everything, but you're not really excelling at everything. Everything he's just good at. You know, I see why Ten Hag signed him to a new deal. He can play right back. He can play left back. He can invert from either side. He can overlap on either side as well. But we definitely need improvements in the fullback areas. And Luke Shaw, I now see him as a left-sided centre-back, which I'm cool with. Him backing up Martinez. But then that leaves us Shaw at left back, because it leaves us just Malacia, just Dalot, who currently right now I don't believe are good enough. But Malacia could get there because he has the attribute, he has the fundamentals to get there. Yes. Always Black Diamond, man. I back the guy for 110%. Always do. Flawless, I'll catch you tonight on the Twitch for the NBA. Have a good evening, bro. Hey, salute to you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Matthew says, yeah, I don't think we'll hear anything about the takeover till after the FA Cup. The Glazers are playing it perfectly, which is a worry. That I agree with this, Matthew. I don't expect us to hear about anything up until at least the Sunday. 110%. And it's mad that Manchester United are this much of a juggernaut that we have an FA Cup final on Saturday and nobody's talking about it. It's an afterthought. FA Cup final against Manchester Derby, the first one in the FA Cup final, and it's an afterthought. No one ain't talking about it. It is nuts. It is crazy. How many likes we on? 112. Get us up to 120 people. Get us up to 120, please. And 2 more subscribers as well. There's still over 100 of you lot in the building. We're looking for 2 subscribers. That's all it is. Get us to 6,595 people. That's all we're looking for. And get us up to 120 likes. Only looking for 8 more likes. I know there's at least 8 of you lot who have not hit the like button. Like check 1 2 1 2. Let's get up to 120 likes. And let's get that 2 subscribers before I close out. We've hit all the like marks, all the subscriber marks. Oh, yeah. Big up Kaneki. I see you. You know what I'm saying? And he says, I'm a dip. See you later, my G. Big up Kaneki. Warrior J says, Flawless, I'll see you on Shameless later. Salute. Damn, what happens to Kim Min Jae, to the Kim Min Jae news? Gone quiet. It has gone quiet. It's all gone quiet. It really has. Yeah, of course, Jacob. Even Liverpool fans that will leave with Mount news, like everybody is. That's not with us. I mean, that's not us. Chelsea fans are celebrating it. Liverpool fans are celebrating it. Arsenal fans are celebrating it. Tells you all you need to know about this guy. Is it? All right, big up, man. Appreciate it. Matthew says, looks like Anthony is fit for the final, though, as he was pictured fitted in a suit. Okay, that's a good option to have. Whether he starts or not, that's a good option to have. But I'm unsure whether he will or not. Jesse says Mount signing kind of makes sense for Ten Hag because he wants runners and shit houses. Go get the best version of that. Is he the best runner and the best at shit housery? No. Go get the best in class. But anyway, people, we're going to close out. We're going to close out this ManDemUtd. Big up to everyone who has tuned in. We're back tonight here on the YouTube, the Manchester United. So more ManDemUtd because it'll be Manchester United Arsenal show. ManDemUtd going to talk from the Arsenal podcast. Myself and Cam talking all things Manchester United, talking all things Arsenal. So I'm sure I'll be discussing more Mount news, the FA Cup final, more links. I know United will be linked to more players, ownership. And Arsenal, they've been linked with Declan Rice. Reports have came out and stated that Arsenal are going to make a bid for Declan Rice after the Conference League final. So we'll be discussing that. So that's midnight here on the YouTube channel. And then following that, 1:30 a.m., Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Game 1 of the NBA Finals on the Twitch, people. Denver Nuggets versus Miami Heat. That watch along will be going down. Not here on the YouTube. That'll be live on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch, people. Matthew, big up Flawless in the chat for another great show. Hey, big up, man. Much appreciated. 9 times I'm not about. I've not even got my PS with me. So big up. I can't run clubs. Let's see. Flawless, did you see the Hodgland links and Rice links? What Rice links? To us. I thought Rice was linked to Arsenal. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, man, love to everyone that's locked in. Just keep a lookout. Have a look at the upcoming live stream schedule. Let me see if anyone's live to raid. Don't think. If they're not, I'll just send you lot to the Arsenal Manchester United show, to be honest. Let me have a look. Yeah, no one is live. All right, I'll just send you to that show. Hey, big up, man. I see you lot, man. Big up to all the regulars. Big up all the new people. But a lot of new people joined in this stream and yesterday on the Q&A. Much appreciated. But look, I'll let you know in it. I'm just waiting to hear from Rance. Let me see if he's messaged me. I'll have a look. Not heard from him yet. So just keep an eye out. But I'm sure I'll hear from him. Let me have a look here. 1 second. Yeah, not heard from him yet. But yeah, you lot just keep our lookout. But love to everyone who has locked in. This has been the ManDemUtd podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.